Former President George W. Bush is back in the public eye after keeping a low profile during the Obama administration. Mr. Bush has been making the media rounds to promote a new book that pays tribute to military veterans, and he has not shied away from making some pointed comments about the current political scene. Vladimir Duthiers of our streaming network CBSN is here. Tell us all about it. Vlad, good morning.
Good morning. Since President Bush left office in January of 2009, he has tried to avoid the political spotlight. But 2017 is a new year. Donald Trump is a new president, and 43 has reluctantly been drawn back in. Former President Bush has been busy lately, bouncing his way through a publicity tour for his new book.
You're closer to her than Barack.
Well, let's put it this way. He's never given me a hug that way.
Yeah.
But questions about the current administration are hard to avoid for a former president.
And I love humor.
Right, sure.
And the best humor is when you make fun of yourself.
Well, tell that to the president.
Especially in today's polarized political climate.
But yeah, I'm out of politics. You know, my whole view is I don't think it serves the nation or the office of president to have a former president criticize his successors.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Only days earlier on national TV, Bush 43 advocated for the necessity of a free and independent press.
It's important for the media to call to account people who abuse their power.
A statement some construed as a dig at President Trump.
I'm asked the question, do I believe in free press? And the answer is absolutely. And so I answered that question. Of course, the headlines were Bush criticizes Trump. And so therefore I needed to say, there should be a free and independent press, but it ought to be accurate.
In the latest issue of People magazine, the 70-year-old former commander-in-chief characterized the current political discourse in Washington as pretty ugly, adding, I don't like the racism, and I don't like the name-calling, and I don't like the people feeling alienated. But for the former president who stayed clear of politics for the better part of a decade, he offered this warning to the nation.
There's an isolationist tendency in our country, and I would argue that's dangerous to our national security and doesn't befit the character of the country.
The book President Bush has been promoting is a collection of his oil paintings which honor military veterans. All of the net proceeds of that book will be donated to help post-9/11 veterans and their families.
He's been having a good time, Vlad.
He has.
Runs on Ellen yesterday. She gave him a poncho.
Yes,
because of that thing that
the
happened in the
famous
rain.
video of him during the inauguration trying to put that poncho.
With a big sign that said "This end up." So you know where it goes. He's having a great sense of humor.
Very funny too.
His sense of humor is coming.
Well,
from
he
him.
said
He's so well respected
that he didn't want his hair to fly away.
Yes.
So we can all relate to that.
Yes,
No,
very
not
nice.
really.
Thank you, Vlad. Yes, Vlad, you're aware you don't have hair.
Yes, I am.
Okay. To Antarctica. You're welcome.